Good morning. I'll do a more in-depth walkthrough of the day when I get ready. It's 6:56 right now. I got up, I walked the dog, I made some coffee. We have an early in-person meeting today, so I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do some deep work for about an hour, and then I need to get ready. So then I'll talk to y'all a little bit more about what today looks like and how I'm just drowning in work, but it's all good stuff. So happy Tuesday and welcome to a day in the life of a business owner, a project manager, a marketing strategist, and a girl that's trying to figure it out as she goes. I'm wearing my boyfriend's shirt and robe, and the robe straight up swallows me. Like, anyway, hello, happy Tuesday. I'm gonna do my makeup and chat, but I need to move y'all up higher ground. I think this will work. Oh, let me fix this background. It doesn't look disgusting. All right, what are we talking about? It is Tuesday. I haven't done a day in my life in a while because things have been a little bit nuts. Yeah, I have a lot of client work that's going on. I have an intern, which I definitely talked about that in previous vlogs. Yeah, I've been kind of like revamping strategies, redoing my entire sales process, just, doing the thing out here. So today is a busy day. Yesterday was also a busy day, but something I'm trying to do is be better about filling my cup, which is something I did really well yesterday. I took time before some in-person meetings. I took my dog to Hampton Park, which is here in Charleston. We went for a mile run, we watched the geese, and then we went to our meetings, and like that really took me throughout the day. It is 8 a.m. now on a Tuesday, and I have an in-person with my intern downtown Charleston where we wanted to go to Idle Hands, but I just looked on Google and it's closed. So, whoops. Hopefully she checks her email. Last time we met, I had to cancel the morning of because I was so sick. So I moved it to virtual. But anyway, this one's like right by where she lives. So I think like the rescheduled spot. Island Provisions is what it's called. So we've already met there before and I think we could sit outside. It's kind of nice. Anywho, what am I saying? Yeah, so I gotta go do that and then I gotta bounce back because I have an 11 o'clock stand up for an app redesign that I'm project managing. And then I have to call a vendor for one of my clients. I'm project managing an event for them. And that event is next Thursday. So it's like, we're in it. And it's the beverage caterer. So we're getting some beer sent from local breweries. And I have to kind of coordinate how that's all gonna work because for some reason these local breweries, they want to be there serving their beer. Maybe to make connections, I don't know. It's like a deep pockets clientele coming to this event. So yeah, I gotta call him and then I'll have an hour where I can eat some lunch, take my dog to the PARK, and then I have a 2.5 hour work block. And Tuesdays are weird because it's my run, like it's my speed run day and I do it with my boyfriend after he's done working. So we go to the track after he gets back around 4. And so usually, and I do enrichment with my dog. If you've watched my vlogs in the past, around like 3:30 every day, I take her outside just to like people watch and like get some visual enrichment and stimulation. And she chews on sticks and just like, she's a golden retriever. So she just likes to observe and hang out and bake in the sun. So from like 3 to 5:30, I take a pretty big break and then I'll, eat dinner, take Betty on a walk. Betty's my dog. And then tonight I'm watching The Bachelor finale a day late. It aired last night, but I'll also work during that because we do have quite a bit to do. So right now I've already prepped for the day. I've eaten breakfast. Now I'm getting ready. It's 8:08. I have to leave in 20 minutes. And I look like this, so that's a predicament. That is a dilemma, but it's okay. I'm gonna go pick out what I'm gonna wear. I need to look at the weather. It's getting warm here, but it's also getting a little bit humid. I think I want to keep my legs covered, but maybe like a t-shirt vibe. 56 degrees. What does it feel like though? I think it's gonna get up to like 74 today. Oh, it's 50. Yeah, okay. Morning 64, afternoon 73. Okay, so I think it's pants, t-shirt with like a sweatshirt vibe. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair, but probably a half up, half down. TBH. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna go take off this big robe in this ugly mustard color. It's not ugly, it just doesn't look good on me. I'll be back. So this would be perfect if I didn't need a jacket, but I do need a jacket, so we need to solve for that. Not that one. I'm thinking oversized, light colored jean jacket. Let me put it on and get back to you. I just had a wonderful meeting with my intern. We got lattes and talked about everything that she's gonna work on in April and beyond, kind of like Q2. My dog's drinking water. Sorry. SIRI came on. It's 10:30, so I'm gonna take my pup for a spin outside, then we're gonna come back. We have a call at 11, call at 11:30, and then it's lunch in the PARK. Ready? Hi, you. Quick check-in. It's coming up on noon, so I had my stand-up for like an app development project that I'm doing. I don't do a lot on that stand-up. It's more of like the developers updating on what they've did and the Scrum Master talking. I've been the Scrum Master role before. I'm not on this, trying to set this down. It did not work. We'll do this. Yeah. So I did that, and then I posted a TikTok. I've been trying a formula 3 times a day. 2 are more like business aligned, and 1's more of like a virality trending audio type of thing. So I posted the trending one. And then I had a call with one of my vendors for an event I'm coordinating, PMing next week. And it was the beverage caterer. So we're getting beer donated, but then the beverage caterer is like the licensed person who has to be on site. And so him and I were talking over logistics of like, oh, like who's gonna be pouring the alcohol, because the donating brewery is also gonna be there, and how is this gonna work, and are we gonna put them outside or inside? And we had like a 15-minute conversation. We might add some wine to our order. So I kind of talked through like, what should we do right now? It's a spring event, so probably less red, more white. Here's, the most popular whites that tend to go to events. Here's the most popular reds. So we kind of hammered all of that out. And then I sent all of it to the director of operations, who's kind of like the guy who approves everything that passes through the budget. So he has to approve. He asked me to quote the wine, but he has to approve the wine edition. So I sent that to him through text, which now that we're a week out from the event, everything will go through text because I need answers. I have a really big print order, really big important print order that has to go. And then anyway, I'm gonna take my dog to the park right now. I'm gonna go get a caffeinated Poppy because I need caffeine, but not like coffee. I want like a soda. But Poppies with caffeine have the equivalent of like a cup of green tea. So I feel like it's not as like, I'm not gonna be as shaky, but I have to be able to get through my run workout later. So we're gonna go do that. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna have about 2.5 hours to just buckle down and knock out some to-dos and some work. So let's go get our Poppy and go to the park. I am prone. Actually, I think prone. I would be on my stomach. I'm laying down, probably in a really ergonomically poor position, but we don't have to talk about that. It's 1:20 and I got back from the PARK. I made myself a little bevy. It's just a Poppy in a cocktail glass. And I did some work, and I'm continuing to do work. So I did some work for the event, thinking through every last freaking detail. We're also sending some stuff to the printer, so I had to work with the printer. I had to confirm some stuff from that call I just talked about with the wine, so I got that confirmed, got back to the vendor. I worked on a data export for an e-commerce client, so her business, we're really hyper-targeting around Mother's Day, so I'm taking WooCommerce exports of emails of people who purchased on Mother's Day and working on a marketing campaign hyper-targeted to them, hyper-personalized. She's a small business, so it's a little bit easier to do that, a little bit harder to do that for like a larger business, but we have the small business working to our advantage. What else have I done? I'm about to get into one of my tech clients, and they're doing like a thought leadership push around one of their services. So I need to assign out some content pieces to those SMEs. And anyway, sorry, reading messages from a client. So what we're gonna do is assign these out to people, and then I need to create a bio for one of their peeps and link it in their email newsletter. I think I'll be firing this client soon. They're just becoming more work than they're worth, and they're not willing to pay what my rates are. And they're a legacy client of mine, which is why I've been hesitant to let them go. But now they're just becoming kind of abusive and a little disrespectful towards me. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't fired a client since 2021, so it's been a minute. We'll see. Anywho, just the fun parts of being a business owner. So yeah, I got to do that. And then I have some to-dos for a different tech client. And then I might even have some time to go into my own to-dos for my brand. We'll see. Let's look at how many hours I've worked today already, because I've been working since 6:30 this morning. It's been really cool and fun. Yep, we've done 5 hours and 21 minutes. Woo, let's go. I'll be back. Betty, look at me. Yeah, just the prettiest little girl in the whole world. Easy this. So look at you. Are we enriching? Oh, look, she's back in her rotting spot. Okay, people, I went for a run and I'm back now, and I'm drinking a protein shake and waiting for my boyfriend to get back from the gym, because then we're gonna walk the pup and eat dinner together. I listened to some podcasts while I was running about Instagram, and I have this thought trail going right now, and maybe this is basic. Like, I don't offer social media services. I'm not an expert in social media. I can tell you, like, from an SEO standpoint, how social media feeds a greater awareness strategy, and I can do ads really well, but like organic social, I'm not studying these algorithms all the time. I don't know the latest hashtags. Like, that ain't my realm. I have partners for that. I could hook you up with partner if you want a social media expert. But there's something to be said for social selling, and I need to tap that, because one, I don't think I'm good at, I'm not good at selling. 2, I hate selling. 3, all these people are saying that when you like social sell, it doesn't feel like selling as much anymore, because you're getting approached. So I feel less like I'm intruding on people's lives. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, I've been doing this on TikTok for like the last month and a half, and nothing's been happening. So thinking about it, and then I'm like, okay, maybe there's a couple people I study on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm like, their Instagrams are completely different from their TikToks. And this is, again, something I should have connected so long ago. But it's like TikTok, they're just kind of like sharing polarizing opinions, things that get people talking, and then they're pulling those that agree with them over to their Instagram, and on their Instagram they're selling on their stories. They have these like beautifully curated feeds, and I have literally written Instagram off for years now, and now I'm like, I think maybe that's where I will close more leads if I actually put some effort into that platform instead of just copy paste from TikTok to Instagram, because they're 2 different platforms run by 2 different companies. Obviously, we don't even know if we're gonna have TikTok in like a week. No one's talking about that, but that's coming back up like April 6th or something. Anyway, I ran for like 45 minutes, and I listened to a couple different podcasts on it. So tomorrow morning is my marketing and content deep work block, but anywho. So let's talk about the rest of the day. So TikTok, Instagram, we're done there. I'm filming my Thursday video right now. We're doing a day in my life. WooCommerce export, I can still do that today. I need to pay taxes. Okay, so I'm watching The Bachelor finale tonight, and I'm going to be doing some work during it. The work I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be writing content scripts, which I'm going to start right now and work until my boyfriend gets back. I'll pay my 2024 taxes tonight and make reminders for my 2025 quarterly estimates. And then I pay estimates because I'm self-employed, so it's like April 15th, I think June 15th, maybe. September 15th and January 15th. I might be a month off on those last few. I don't really remember, but 4 times a year I pay taxes, like an estimate, and it brings down, like it makes the actual tax season a little bit less aggressive when I'm freaking out about how much I owe. So yeah, I got to do that. I need to, one of my clients is an e-commerce client and they use WooCommerce, and we're doing very highly targeted campaigns. I talked about this earlier. I figured out, I don't know if I talked about it, but like her email wasn't hooked up correctly, and I got her approval to fix that. So definitely going to be fixing that. And then I need to, another one of my clients, e-commerce on Shopify. And I just need to work on some marketing for a couple of their, well, 10 of their products to be exact. And what else do I have? A lot of these are like my Q2 sales goals that are, these to-dos won't go away. That's pretty much it. Tomorrow's terrifying. I have like 3 scrolls of to-dos tomorrow. And oh wait, that's next week. I have my Reiki session tomorrow. Cannot wait. It's like $120, but I only do it once a quarter, and it is so amazing for me. Then I do have one in person tomorrow. This is not a meeting for me tomorrow. Yeah, I have one virtual, one in person. Wednesdays are supposed to be my no meeting days, so that's pretty par for the course. But I'm going to finish up my shake. I'm going to write some content scripts, and I'm going to bounce. I feel like this was lower quality. I say this every time, but if there's like specific things that are interesting, whether you want to learn about marketing or project management, or it's like an entrepreneurship background, or behind the scenes type of topic, let me know, and I can try to tailor vlogs for that. I think next week we'll do a thought leadership video. It does seem like vlogs perform the best, so we might just start rolling with vlogs. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what you want to see, though. If I do have in my analytics, about 20% of my audience is returning and 80% is new. So if you're new and you're interested, let me know. If you're new and you're like, well, I'm interested, but I really want to see this, let me know. If you're returning, let me know why are you returning? What can I do to provide more value for you? Please let me know. This channel, this like specific content channel is very important to me. The long form is something I definitely want to tap into long term from both a print and a digital aspect. More to come on that later this year. But here we go. Finale time. Got my girls. Lady is here too, unclear where. Hi baby, hi. Let's do it. We got the tea, we got the computer. Oh, here she is. Hi baby. It's time to watch. Let's do it. Bye bye.